Let's work with me here. Ooh, I like it muy macho.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most accurate casting based on appearance, personality, and/or acting abilities.
And I shall need to know your name.
What do you say to 3 shillings? And we forget the name.
Welcome to Port Royal, Mr. Smith.
Number 10. Margot Robbie, Barbie. Surprisingly to some, Margot Robbie was not the original choice to play Barbie. She later took on the role and made it her own. Her look might be one part of the decision, but Robbie also gives the character some dynamic emotions.
That felt achy, but good.
The titular role doesn't just pose or have fun. With the actress at the top of her game, she turns the doll from a cliché into a more well-rounded concept.
No. You're describing something stereotypical. Barbie is so much more than that.
The star makes Barbie much more existential, with plenty of room for black comedy and life lessons.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
She was also responsible for producing the movie and contributing to its box office success. On multiple levels, she was the right person to bring this Mattel product to life.
Oh, and we have a female president, and it's fun and work and friendship and females 24/7.
Number 9. Matthew Lillard, the Scooby-Doo franchise. As an underrated artist, Matthew Lillard makes the most of his many iconic parts. His turn as Shaggy more than does the cartoon justice.
I don't feel so good. Reminds me of the time we tried to eat the guy in the hot dog costume.
His entire voice, wardrobe, and hair all help to tell a story. Not only that, he's amazing at acting to a dog that isn't even there.
And there's nobody I'd rather gorge myself with than you, Scooby-Doo.
Well, my best friend.
You're my best friend, buddy.
You probably believe the early 2000s animation because of Lillard's work. Casey Kasem might have played the original version, but this actor brought a believable adaptation to the screen. He's just as goofy, lovable, and friendly as you'd want the real-life guy to be. Part of that works because of the performer's chameleon-like acting, giving audiences the right rendition for a new generation.
You guys okay?
Sure, as long as you define okay as in massive agony.
Number 8. Harrison Ford, the Indiana Jones franchise.
And the undisturbed chamber and the grave goods that were found in another, in the area give us a reason to date this find as we have.
With all of his great roles, Harrison Ford is always Indiana Jones in our hearts. Only Han Solo can compete with this kind of classic part. It might be the one that best exemplifies his star power. He brings a ruggedness and a swagger to this archaeologist.
Wo ist dein Hemd? Wasch dich mal, damit du nicht aussiehst wie ein Schwein bei deinem Standgericht. Steh auf!
That's not all though, because the character is also funny and human. You believe the performance even more as the hero gets beat up and doesn't win every time. Ford also sells the fear of snakes well, showing that weaknesses can make somebody more interesting. You don't even question the fact that he's wearing that hat or using a bullwhip. Even in his older years, the power of his initial casting remains.
You need me, and you know it.
Number 7. Christina Reachi, the Addams Family franchise.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll buy a cup if you buy a box of my delicious Girl Scout cookies. Do we have a deal?
Are they made from real Girl Scouts?
It's a performance that might not have been appreciated enough during its time. Christina Reachi played Wednesday with a perfect deadpan, never winking in a darkly humorous role. Not many child actors can be that good, and so early in their career.
If I must strike you dead, I will!
Reachi had only started acting in movies in 1990, but she was talented enough to play every nuance. The sequel, Addams Family Values, gave her even more opportunities to stand out with the camp sequence.
We cannot break bread with you.
Huh? Becky, what's going on?
Wednesday! You have taken the land which is rightfully ours.
Her far-reaching influence here extended to the Netflix series focusing on the same character. Without this actress's work in the original movies, you could argue that Jenna Ortega's version wouldn't have happened.
Children, what are you doing?
I'm going to electrocute him.
But we're late for the charity auction.
But, Mother...
Number 6. Alan Rickman, the Harry Potter franchise.
Why, you insolent little...
Professor.
He lit up the screen in Die Hard, but some might say that Alan Rickman became more iconic for Severus Snape. Hans Gruber was a straight-up villain, while Snape was something much more unexpected.
Clearly, fame isn't everything, is it, Mr. Potter?
This speaks to Rickman's subdued and dry sensibilities. While he honed his craft on the stage, he made this character sing with its theatricality.
Any person found to have knowledge of these events who fails to come forward will be treated as equally guilty.
The same could be said for other cast members like Imelda Staunton. With his blunt assessments and sinister undertones, the potions expert jumped off the page with this actor's help. He knew exactly how to play both the subtle humor and darkness within each line. By the end of the franchise, the performer proved he was one of the most essential parts of it.
Like you two of a kind, sentimental children, forever whining about how bitterly unfair your lives have been. Well, it may have escaped your notice, but life isn't fair. Your blessed father knew that.
Number 5. Robert Downey Jr., the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Robert Downey Jr. was in and out of various legal troubles. He then spent some years rehabilitating himself until Iron Man changed everything.
I don't have to do anything. I've been in captivity for 3 months. There are 2 things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger. And the other
That's enough of that.
is not what you think. I want you to call for a press conference now.
As Tony Stark, he found a perfect way to mix his charm and sense of humor. He became a fan favorite in one of the most successful franchises ever. With all of the competing personalities in the MCU, Downey Jr. still rises above as one of the most entertaining.
Because I haven't come across anyone who's man enough to go toe-to-toe with me on my best day.
He offers up his sarcastic point of view right up until he tugs at your heartstrings. Reminding everyone of his movie star attributes, the performer makes you laugh, cry, and believe he's a millionaire playboy.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
Number 4. Johnny Depp, the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise.
Can you sail under the command of a pirate?
Whatever you think of him now, Johnny Depp ended up being the definitive casting choice for Pirates of the Caribbean. He's known for disappearing into makeup, costumes, and whimsical personalities. The role of Captain Jack Sparrow checks all 3 boxes, but it also leaves room for more entertaining choices. Depp's performance combines his wild screen personas with a hint of rock star energy.
So we just call it square then?
With his connections to music, he channeled the likes of Keith Richards for this role. There's also a goofiness to many of his scenes that seem to free him from any constraints. Over the course of several sequels, the actor managed to make even the most absurd plots more enjoyable.
So, yes, we could hole up here well-provisioned and well-armed, and half of us would be dead within the month. Which seems quite grim to me, any way you slice it.
Number 3. Reese Witherspoon, Legally Blonde.
Oh my god, you guys are so sweet!
After films like Election, Reese Witherspoon became a rising star in the early 2000s. Her work in Legally Blonde heavily contributed to A-list status. Witherspoon's bubbly performance as Elle might be her most iconic, turning the color pink into a human being. The character is much more than a stereotype, too.
I like your outfit too, except when I dress up as a frigid I try not to look so constipated.
Witherspoon capitalizes on this every woman persona, playing with preconceived notions about sorority girls and blonde cliches.
I go here.
You go where?
Harvard. Law school.
You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
The film lets the actress be funny, smart, and full of surprises. You could argue that many of her best roles use these same ingredients, but few are as perfect as this one.
Congratulations, class of 2004. We did it!
Number 2. Robin Williams, Aladdin. It's nearly impossible to imagine anyone else in this role.
10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck!
Robin Williams is the only performer that can match the energy of an animated character. In some cases, the filmmakers even let the icon alter Genie with his own improvisation.
As summer column me, try all of column B. I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
He brought out his own quick comedic persona in this effort. This includes all kinds of impressions, voices, and wild non sequiturs.
Genie, I need help.
All right, Sparky, here's the deal. If you want to court the little lady, you gotta be a straight shooter. Do you got it?
It's so well tuned to Williams and his comic personality, giving him plenty of opportunities to make it his own. The artist could also turn on the more dramatic faucet when he needed it.
I can't wish you free.
Fine, I understand. After all, you've lied to everyone else. Hey, I was beginning to feel left out.
This whirlwind performance cannot be contained within a few sentences, but it certainly jumps off the screen just like the actor does.
Wish for something outrageous. Say, I want the Nile. Wish for the Nile. Try that.
I wish for the Nile.
No way!
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Anthony Hopkins, The Silence of the Lambs. Among the more sinister roles ever went to a highly trained thespian with serious skills.
I do wish we could chat longer, but I'm having an old friend for dinner. Bye.
Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Nobody could be quite as surprising, goofy, or serious as Wilder in this role. Rami Malek, Bohemian Rhapsody. In an Oscar-winning performance, Malek transforms into the famed frontman. Daniel Day-Lewis, Lincoln. One of the great method actors finds a way to embody the American president.
See, we've shown that a people can endure awful sacrifice and yet cohere. Mightn't that save at least the idea of democracy to aspire to?
Jamie Foxx, Ray. The actor shows that he can mimic the very essence of Ray Charles.
Got women all over town, but listen, buddy, if you ever sweet talk my little girl, I'm gonna lay your body down.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ian McKellen, The Lord of the Rings franchise.
If you're referring to the incident with the dragon, I was barely involved. All I did was give your uncle a little nudge out of the door.
It's hard to pick one actor to represent the series, but you can't do much better than Ian McKellen. His work as Gandalf provides the wise foundation for the franchise.
He's been following us for 3 days.
He escaped the dungeons of Barad-dûr.
Escaped? Or was set loose?
He feels right at home with other amazing actors, while someone like Viggo Mortensen is another standout. McKellen brings a gravitas to every scene and elevates his scene partners with every line reading. His British accent gives him an additional leg up, while his age and costume fit him well. Not to mention, the performer can play the older character in a believable way that's not just a fantasy caricature. The magical hero also fits perfectly into the man's eclectic career of powerful parts.
End? No, the journey doesn't end here. Death is just another path. One that we all must take.
Did we forget another casting decision that was completely accurate? Let us know in the comments below.
You and me are so different, Charles. We're different talents.
I know. Just for fun, how would the great Donald end the script?
Shut up.